Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently coming down. It's reacting to our resistance area here, and it's already coming down. So let's see if this is now following through. Obviously, looking at the bigger picture, you know that we've been talking about it throughout last week for the price to go higher into the resistance area. Did go a little bit higher than. No, actually not. It didn't go higher than expected, but it maxed out resistance. It maxed out resistance completely. ETH didn't. ETH went to the 61.8 retracement. So this wave 2 in the yellow wave count, which is a bearish wave count short term. It's a short-term bearish wave count. Should send us down now in the third wave to the downside, obviously. We reversed, as it seems, in the resistance area exactly where it needed to. It shouldn't have gone any higher, so it really absolutely maxed out this resistance area, as you can see here, in this wave 2. The wave 2, that's the primary wave count. I consider this as an A, B, C correction, where the A wave was a 5-wave move. In between, I did label it as a W, X, Y, which is possible as well, but this it looks more like a 5-wave move. Does it matter? No, it doesn't really matter if it's a WXY or an ABC, because either it's finished now or we have to change the scenario and we are moving up in a white wave count. So at the moment, the expectation is that we are heading down lower as long as resistance levels are holding. So 27,480 is still key resistance. Against that level, I focus on the downside. But now looking at the microstructure, there are obviously closer levels that are key levels that are closer to the current price that we can focus on the downside against, which means that if these levels get broken, they tell us that things are changing. They tell us that we might not be on the right side of the trend anymore. Okay, so we want to be on the right side of the trend, and the trend at the moment is still down. And again, it reversed where it needed to. It reached downside targets today. It got a bounce where it needed to. It might form now a head and shoulders pattern. Showed you that in the previous video. Left shoulder, head, potential right shoulder, and then down. That would be ideal. Next target and support is at 25,770. Yeah, this is probably the next level where I would expect serious support. You see that here? Serious support is expected down there. And also here, I mean, we also expected here support at 26,360. A sustained break below this level will further confirm the yellow wave count. Now let's look into the microstructure, because here it's reversing again where it needed to. This resistance area was communicated, I think, in the previous video. If not in the previous video, then on Telegram and Discord for gold members. But this was the resistance area, that ideally a wave 4 should not get above. Again, ideal target for the wave 4 is the 38.2 retracement level. It was reached, 26,700. And if it now comes down, I think it would be too easy, but ideally it now breaks below 26,360. It looks like it wants to, but I think it is too easy. I think it's going to hover around a little more there. I might extend the wave 4 a little more. I mean, I'm happy for it to go down more directly, but we'll see. Either way, the key level that I mentioned that is closer is 26,807. So above $26,807, if we get a sustained break above that level, it is going to, this downside pressure, right, will probably reduce, and the more bullish scenario in the white wave count might get a revival. But until we see a break above resistance, we don't need to really focus on that. I can only tell you that things are probably changing a little bit if we see a break above micro resistance. However, that does not invalidate the overall yellow wave count. It will just invalidate the microstructure. And be aware that microstructures are more fragile, they break more frequently, and they cannot be trusted in the same way that larger degree wave structures can be trusted. Okay, so that's very, very important. But yeah, let's see. I mean, support is clear. The key levels are clear. Again, I think it's not going to be that easy that it just breaks down straight away. It would be nice, but I think it might hover a little bit like here, like this. Just a bit more sideways action, because this is quite meaningful support here. Yeah. We had resistance here, support here, support here, support here again. And I think it could form a more pronounced right shoulder. I hope this wave 4 isn't going to last over the weekend. This wave 4 might. Yeah, this wave 4 might after the next drop before we break even lower. So here around 25,770. Yeah, there is not much more to talk about right now. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content there every single day, plus some short-term signals and stuff about trading psychology, mindset, and so on. And yeah, as a channel member, you get access to the weekly live stream. Again, the next one is on Sunday. Then you get access to short-term market updates as gold member, and you get access to Discord and Telegram, the chat rooms, and more educational content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.